Welcome to this session of Energy Conservation and Management. Myself, Anirban Sarkar, Assistant Professor in Mechanical Engineering Department of JIS College of Engineering, Kolkata, West Bengal. Today's session, we will discuss about energy audit. What is the need for energy audit and its methodology? So, first of all, how to define the energy audit? The energy audit its fundamental goal of energy management is to produce goods and provide service with the least cost and least environmental effect. The term energy management means many things to many people. One particular definition, that is the judicious and effective way of energy to maximize profit, to minimize cost, and enhance competitive positions. The strategies, in another definitions, it is defined the strategies of adjusting and optimizing energy using system and producers so as to reduce energy requirement per unit of output while holding constant or reduced total cost of producing the output from this system. So the main objective of the energy management is to achieve and maintain optimum energy procurement and utilization throughout the organization and to minimize energy cost or waste without affecting production and quality, to minimize environmental effects. Now, energy audit is a key to systematic approach for decision making in the area of energy management. It attempts to balance the total energy input with the use and serves to identify all energy streams in a facility. It quantifies energy uses according to the discrete functions. Industrial energy audit is an effective tool in defining and pursuing comprehensive energy management. As per the Energy Conservation Act 2001, energy audit is defined as the verification, monitoring, and analysis of use of energy, including submission of technical report containing recommendations for improving energy efficiency with cost-benefit analysis and an action plan to reduce energy consumptions. Now, what is the need for energy audit? In any industry, the three top operating expenses are often found to be energy, that is both electrical and thermal, labor and material. If one were to relate to the manageability of the cost or potential cost savings in each of the above components, energy would invariably emerge as a top ranker. And thus, energy management function constitutes a strategic area for cost reduction. Energy audit will help to understand more about the ways of energy and fuels are used in any industry and help him in identifying the areas where waste can occur and where scopes for improvement exist. The energy audit would also give a positive orientation to the energy cost reduction. Preventive maintenance and quality control program, which are vital for production and utility activities, such as an audit program will help to keep focus on variations which occurs in the energy cost, availability and reliability of supply of energy. Decide on approximate energy mix, identify energy conservation technologies, retrofit for the energy conservation equipment, etc. In general, energy audit is the translation of conservation ideas into realities by leading technical feasibility solution with economic and other organizational consideration within a specified time frame. The primary objective of energy audit is to determine ways to reduce energy consumption per unit of product output or to lower operating costs. Energy audit provides a benchmark, that is the reference point, for managing energy in the organization and also provides the basis for planning a more effective use of energy throughout the organization. Now, the type of energy audit. The type of energy audit to be performed depend on function and type of industry, depth to which the final audit is needed, and potential and magnitude of cost reduction desired. Thus, energy audit can be classified into the following two types. One is preliminary audit and second is detailed audit. So first of all, we will discuss about the preliminary energy audit methodology. Preliminary energy audit is a relatively quick exercise to establish energy consumption in the organization, eliminate the scope for savings, identify the most likely, that is the easiest area for attraction, identify immediate improvement or savings, set a reference point, identify areas for more detailed study or measurement. Preliminary energy audit uses existing or easily obtained data. The preliminary energy audit focuses on major energy suppliers and demands, usually accounting for approximately 70% of total energy. It is essential a preliminary data gathering and analyzing effort. Now next is detailed energy audit methodology. A comprehensive audit provides a detailed energy project implementation plan for a facility, and since it evaluates all major energy using systems. This type of audit offers the most accurate estimate of energy savings and cost. It considers the interactive effects of all projects, accounts for energy use of all major equipments, and includes detailed energy cost saving calculations and project cost. In a comprehensive study, one of the key elements is energy balance. This is based on an inventory of energy using system, assumptions of current operating conditions, and calculations of energy. This eliminates the use of compared to the utility bill charges. Now, detailed energy auditing is carried out in 3 phases, that is phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3. For phase 1, that is pre-audit phase, phase 2 audit phase, and phase 3, that is post-audit phase. A guide to conducting energy audit at a glance is given, that is industry to industry. The methodology of energy audit need to be flexible. A comprehensive 10-step methodology for conducting of energy audit at field level is presented below, presented here. Energy management manager and energy auditor may follow this step to start with and add or change as per their needs and industry types. So the 10 steps for detailed energy audit. First of all, step 1 comes under phase 1, that is pre-audit phase. In step 1, we need to go for plan and organize, walk throughout audit, and informal interview with energy manager, production or plant manager. These are the plan of action in the phase 1, that is pre-audit. Now, why it is, what is the purposes or what are the results? That is resources planning, establish, organize a energy audit team, organize instruments and time frame, macro data collection, and familiarization of process and plant, first hand observation and assessment of current level operation and practice. Step 2 also comes under the, that is phase 1, that is pre-audit phase. So what are the plan of action? Conduct of brief meeting, awareness program with all divisional heads and personnel connected. It may last 2 to 3 hours. Now, what is the purpose and results we will get? Building up cooperations. Issue questionnaires for each department. Orientation, awareness creation. In step 3, which comes under the audit phase. So what are the plan of action? Primary data gathering, process flow diagram, and energy utility diagram. What is the purpose of result? Historic data analysis, baseline data collection. Prepare process flow chart. All service utility system diagram, for example, single line power distribution diagram, water, compressed air and steam distribution diagrams, these are all required. Design operation data and schedule of operation, and annual energy bills and energy consumption pattern. These are all the purpose or result required. Now in step 4, that is conduct survey and monitoring. So its purposes is, that is measurements, motor survey, insulation, lightning survey with portable instruments for collection of more and accurate data. Confirm and compare operating data with design data. Step 5, that is conduct of detailed trials or experiments for selected energy guzzles. Now, what are the purpose and results? That is trial experiment, that is 24-hour monitoring, PF monitoring, kilowatt rating, etc. Load variations, change in pumps, fan compressors, etc. Boiler efficiency or trial for 4 to 8 hours. Furnace efficiency trials. Equipment's performance, equipment experiments, etc. Step 6, analysis of energy use. The purpose of this action: energy and material balance and energy loss and waste analysis. Step 7, identification and development of energy conservation opportunities. This purpose and result will be identification and consolidation of these energy conservation opportunities, measures, conceive, develop and refine ideas, review the previous idea suggested by unit personnel, review the previous idea suggested by energy audit if any, use brainstorming and value analysis step. Conduct vendors for new and efficient technology. Step 8, that is cost benefit analysis. The purpose of this action: assess technical feasibilities, economic viability, and prioritization of energy conservation options for implementation. Next, select the most promising project and priorities by low, medium, long term measures. Step 9, that is reporting and presentation to top management. The result of this action is documentation, report presentation to the top management. Step 10, which comes under the phase 3, that is post audit phase. Its action is implementation and follow-up. And the result is assist and implement energy conservation opportunities, recommendations measures, and monitor the performance. That is action plan, schedule for implementation, follow up, and periodic review. So these are the 10 steps or methodology for detailed energy audit. Now, in phase 1, pre-audit phase activity, a structured methodology to carry out an energy audit is necessary for efficient work. An internal study of this site should always be carried out as the planning of the procedure necessary for an audit, which is most important. Initial site visit and preparation required for detailed audit. An initial site visit may be one day and give the energy auditor engineers an opportunity to meet the personnel concerned, to familiarize him with the site, and to access the procedure necessary to carry out the energy audit. During the initial site visit, energy auditor engineer should carry out the following actions: discuss with the site senior management what is the aim of the energy audit. Discuss economic guidelines associated with recommendations of the audit. Analyze the major energy consumptions data with relevant personnel. Obtain site drawing where available, building layout, steam distribution, compressed air distribution, electricity distribution, etc. Tour the site accompanied by engineer in production. The main aim of the visits are to finalize energy audit team, to identify main energy consuming areas planned, items to be surveyed during the audit, to identify any existing instruments, station, or additional metering if required or not, to decide whether any meters will have to be installed prior to the audit, to identify the instrumentation required for carrying out audit, to plan with the time frame, to collect macro data on planned energy resources, major energy consuming center, to create awareness through meeting and program. In phase 2, detailed energy audit activity, depending on the nature and complexity of the site, a comprehensive audit can take from several weeks to several months to complete. Detailed study to establish and investigate energy and material balance for specific plant documentation for any department or item of process equipment are carried. Whenever possible, checks out plant operations are carried out over extended period of time, at nights and at weekend, at as well as during normal daytime working hours, to ensure that nothing is overlooked. The audit report will include a depreciation of energy inputs and product output by major department or by major processing functions, and will evaluate efficiency of each step of the manufacturing process. Means of improving these efficiencies will be listed, and at least a preliminary assessment of the cost of the improvement will be made to indicate the expected payback of any capital investment needed. The audit report should conclude with the specific recommendations for detailed engineering studies and feasibility analysis, which must be then performed to justify the implementation of those conservation measures that require investment. The information to be collected during the detailed audit includes energy consumption by type of energy, by department, by major item of process equipment, or by end use. Material balance data, that is raw material, intermediate and final products, recycled material, use of scraps or waste product, production of byproduct for reuse in other industries. Next, energy cost and tariff data, process and material flow diagram, generation and distribution of site service, source of energy supply, potential of fuel substitution, process modification, and use of cogeneration system. Energy management procedure and energy awareness training program within the establishment. Existing baseline information and reports are useful to get consumption pattern, production cost, and productivity level in terms of product per raw material. The audit team should collect the following baseline data: technology, process used and equipment details, capital utilization, amount and type of input material use, water consumptions, fuel consumptions, electrical energy consumptions, steam consumptions, other inputs such as compressed air, cooling water, etc. data collect, quantity and type of waste generated, percentage reduction, reprocessing, efficiency, yield, etc. Identifications of energy conservative opportunities. So with this, we'll like to conclude this session. Thank you for joining this session. So today we will conclude it.